London has incredible talent. Actually, in my opinion, has a better grasp on music than America. And I really say that. And that's always been noted in the music industry.
What's happening, Capital XTRA Breakfast? It's Robert Bruce and Shayna Marie setting the tone for your Thursday the right way. Today, we've got a true industry heavyweight in the studio.
A man who's been shaping the music world behind the scenes for decades.
The man behind the global rise of Destiny's Child.
The man behind Beyonce's early success as well.
And a driving force for education and empowerment in the creative arts.
It is Dr. Mathew Knowles, everybody! Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
The man behind Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Solange, Earth, Wind and Fire, Shaka Khan, Kool in the Gang,
Come on.
Earth, Wind and Fire,
Yeah.
Ray J.
So many. You're a legend. So thank you for coming. Welcome to Capital XTRA Breakfast. How are you doing, first and foremost?
Well, I feel great. I got a really good night's sleep last night.
That's good.
And you're here for something quite incredible, right? Your scholarship program with LCCM, London's College of Contemporary Music. Can you tell us what it's about and how people can get involved?
Well, I started at LCCM 4 years ago. I wanted to pick a school that really had a focus on the business side of music. The scholarship is for producers, songwriters, artists. We've had some really, really great winners in the past. As competition, it's really tough competition, but that's what music is about. And it's 30,000 pounds.
And you mentioned LCCM, they focus, a lot on the business side. So how did that partnership come about?
Well, I think we found each other on LinkedIn and began conversation. And I just love London. And so it made logical sense to be here in London. London has incredible talent. Actually, in my opinion, has a better grasp on music than America. And I really say that. And that's always been noted in the music industry.
Why do you say that? What is the reason for that? What do you think it is?
I think the diversity of London, and with that diversity, the diversity of music in London comes with it. And I think your knowledge base is, we used to say years ago, you folks would actually read the liner notes. The studios and who mixed the record and mastered the record. That curiosity, I think, that is here of knowing more about behind the scenes as well. You have a very robust EDM. You have a very robust Afrobeats. So you're ahead of as far as I'm concerned, as a music executive, you're ahead of the curve.
I love when we get compliments.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
I feel like it's for me personally.
I'll take
Do you get to spend any time outside of London in the UK when you come?
I do. When I travel a lot, my wife and I. And I'm a motivational speaker, and I talk about music business, health and wellness. So I'm all over Europe. And by the way, you can book me to speak at MathewKnowles.com.
Come on, let them know. Let them
Say
know.
that again, MathewKnowles.com.
We love it, man. You've spent your career mentoring a lot of talent. Your CV is long. It's very, very long. And what do you think most people that enter the music industry don't know about the music business?
Well, it's a lot to learn. It's a very, very technical and relationship-driven business. And it's constantly changing as we're going into the digital age. The radio has changed, video has changed, the way social media impacts now. But the fundamental things of artist development, those are fundamental things. Record labels don't spend the time on artist development anymore. So a lot of our failures are because the artists have not developed their craft yet. A lot of our failures are because managers haven't developed their crafts yet. And those two are very important, the manager and the artist, and building the right team around that artist. And so that's why it's so critically important to get the knowledge, because with knowledge comes power. And that's the importance of knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and why you're doing it.
Have you seen any differences or similarities in what you taught your children growing up that you've put into this program at LCCM?
No, it's pretty much fundamentally what the development with Destiny's Child. Pretty much the same course, you might say.
Yeah.
One of the things that we do that's different, we practice failure. And the room always gets quiet. What does he mean? Well, I can assure you, during a performance, the mic is going to go off. You might break a heel on your shoes. A button might pop. And our artists practice that's going to happen. So they're prepared when it's going to happen. It's not a matter of will it happen, it's just a matter of when. And that's just one example of what we do at Music World different in artist management. And especially when you're working with groups, there's a whole different dynamics than working with a solo artist. Now you have personalities, the psychology of being a group comes in play, and that chemistry and who and what role do you play in that group. So it all differs if it's a solo artist versus a group of artists. So the dynamics change considerably.
So what kind of student are you looking for to reach with the scholarship? Like, what does that, not ideal person, because I mean, it could change for everyone, but what type of person?
Well, I say this every class around the world. First day of school, if you came to be good at this, don't come back. I only want students to come back the next day that want to be great at it. Good doesn't work for me. And to be great means you have to have passion, and that you're here because you're passionate about it, not because it's a hobby or you want to be famous, because in greatness comes work ethics. And if you don't have those two things, passion and work ethics, you'll fail at this.
All right, we're going to play a little something with you that we call 60 seconds. We
I
do
love
this with
your
all
energy,
of our...
by the way.
Ah, thank you. I love yours too. Thanks, man. Okay. Great compliment for the day. We're going to play a game called 60 seconds. We put a minute on the clock and ask you some quick fire questions. You got to answer them as quick as you can. Don't think about it too much. First thing that comes to your head.
Come with it.
Let's go. All right.
60 seconds with Dr. Mathew Knowles in 3, 2, 1.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up?
Open my eyes.
Most defining moment in your career so far?
First Grammy that Destiny's Child won.
What are the top 3 songs on your playlist right now?
In my playlist, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay, a piece of advice that you always come back to?
Knowledge is power, and life is not microwave.
If someone had never heard a Beyonce or Solange song in their life, what song would you play for them first?
A Destiny's Child song.
Which one?
No.
What was your first ever job?
At Xerox Corporation as a salesperson.
Who would play you in a film about your life?
Idris or Coleman Domingo.
Very good, very good. What is your proudest dad moment?
Watching Beyonce born.
What's one book everyone should read?
The DNA of Achievers.
And finally, what are you most grateful for right now, today, in this moment?
My health, being a cancer survivor.
Amen. That was 60 seconds with Dr. Mathew Knowles, everybody. Smashed it.
It's been wicked having you this morning. Honestly, I feel like we've learned so much in such a short period of time. Have you enjoyed yourself?
No, I mean, can't we go over and just...
We can, but you got the 13 hours.
We can chill.
Wait.
Before we do let you leave, where can everyone find how to get involved with the scholarship? Where can everyone find you?
Sure. They can go to LCCM website to find out about the Mathew Knowles Scholarship. For me, to book me to speak, you can go to MathewKnowles.com. Mathew is with one T, MathewKnowles.com. And, gosh, I am really, hopefully I get invited back. to Capital XTRA.
100%. Anytime. You let us know when you want to come.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, come through.
I'll be back in October.
There we go.
I'm here 3 times a year.
Oh my God, perfect.
Yeah,
Great.
It's in the diary.
Yeah.
It's a nice one.
The first show of Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour is in the UK tonight. On average, how many shows do you think you've seen of Beyonce's?
You said that so fast. Slow it down just a little bit.
I said Beyonce's first show in the UK at the Cowboy Carter tour is tonight. On average, how many Beyonce shows do you think that you've seen?
Wow. Thousands.
Thousands.
All right, one last time. Thank you very much for coming into the studio with us today. You're back in October?
I'm back in October.
All right, someone put that in the diary. Let's give it up. It's Dr. Mathew Knowles, everybody!
Thank you. Thank you.